Welcome back, everybody. Now, ghostwriter and journalist Zibu Sithole took a leap of faith and released her first novel called The Thing with Zola. The book not only focuses on a subject that most people are familiar with, but find it hard to experience fully, that is, love. It reads like a diary of a lovesick person who is finding a balance between love and boundaries. Well, it is an invitation to Zola's life as she discovers herself. The author joins us now in studio to tell us more. A very good morning to you, Zibu. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Good stuff. Now, what drew you to becoming a ghostwriter? What's a ghostwriter in the first place?
A ghostwriter is someone who writes for someone else under their name.
Oh, okay.
For example, if you wanted to write a book, but you did not trust your writing abilities, you could hire me. I write the book, you release it under your name. I sign the NDA and...
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
You then have a book out.
So who does the bulk of the work? Is it me who doesn't have the writing ability, or is it you who's actually, the ghostwriter?
It's me. You come with the concept, you tell me what you want, you're a client, and I provide a service.
I see. So what drew you to that?
I wasn't exactly drawn to it. I more fell into it.
Okay.
After the pandemic, I am a journalist, but after the pandemic, there were mass retrenchments. And after working under the pressure of reporting about COVID-19, taking on 2, maybe 3 other people's jobs, I was finally retrenched, and it was a relief. Because...
A relief?
Yes, it was a relief. Because after working under so much pressure, it just builds and builds and builds. Yeah. And then eventually you release, breathe it out. Sure. And get to start over again. I wanted to do something different because looking for another job in journalism would obviously be more of the same,
Actually, yeah.
Yes, I wanted something more personal, something that would bring me personal joy. So when I found a company that advertised on LinkedIn looking for ghostwriters, I applied. They were doing romance novels, web novels, and, the subject of love just drew me in because in as much as we don't all have romantic love, we all have an experience and knowledge and a yearning for love. Love just makes us happy, and that's what I wanted. After the pandemic, I feel like everybody just wanted to be happy. We were sick of banana loaf. We were going back to work, and we just needed something light, fluffy to make you... feel those tingles again. And writing romance was that for me. And that's how I fell into ghostwriting. Okay.
And then your love for ghostwriting and writing in general led you to writing this book, The Thing with Zola. So what really inspired you to write this book, and why the title?
The Thing with Zola is a book about love, young love, a book about not just romance, but family, about the life of a young person who happens to fall in love. It's a romance novel, but love never happens in a vacuum. It happens in the midst of family drama, while you're looking for a job, while you are taking taxis from Vosloorus to Johannesburg, getting rained on, falling into potholes.
Tell me about it.
Exactly, that's when love happens. It never happens when you're sitting in your living room waiting for love. So the thing with Zola is that she is stubborn, that she's ambitious, that she is every girl. So that's the thing with Zola. The thing with Zola is that she's so relatable. She is you, she is me, and she is every South African. Aside from being a woman, even men can relate to her struggles because we're all in this together.
What kind of struggles?
The struggles of feeling unfulfilled, She had a life she had planned. She was studying in Germany, and in her mind, that is where her life would be. It's where she'd build a life. Her and her boyfriend would have this magical life. She'd come to South Africa as the rich auntie every now and then, not too many times. And then her visa expired. So the dream crashed, and she had to start over again. And that's a struggle all of us face at some point in our lives. We all have to start over again. And if you haven't started over again yet, it's coming.
Yeah. So what was the most rewarding thing that you experienced, upon working on this particular project? Did you learn anything new or any insights, just writing this book?
The most beautiful thing about it is seeing my name on the cover, I didn't think I would be so excited to actually see it, because I had been writing for a while. It was similar to when I got my first byline. You know, the feeling of accomplishment, the feeling like, oh my gosh, I walk past exclusive books. Is that a photo of me?
Sure.
You know?
Nah.
That was a big thing for me. Also, being recognized by your peers, by other people, as somebody who is good at their job.
Yeah.
That was a huge thing for me, because I don't think we give ourselves a chance to celebrate ourselves or be celebrated by others enough. And that was a whoopee for me.
Nah.
Yes.
So any unique insights or perspectives that you're bringing to this story, in particular when it comes to love and how people should approach the subject of love?
The most unique aspect of this romance story is that it is soft, gentle, but black. Because we've gotten so used to seeing white women get the flowers and that excitement, the rush of romance, while in typically black romances, you watch the soapies, you read our books, there's always an element of violence, aggression, you know, negativity. But with this, it's just fluffy, it's soft, it's gentle. It's the kind of love we should all aim for. And I hope people take that from the book, that please do not settle.
Okay.
If he's not giving you the bubbles, if she's not making an effort to, you know, excite you, make you happy, make you smile, if she's not driven by making you smile, if he's not driven by making you smile, that's not your person. They might not be a bad person, but they're not your person.
What if genuinely they are your person, they love you genuinely and unreservedly, but they just cannot show it?
Love is not enough. It is not enough. And don't settle for a love that doesn't come with happiness and peace. Never.
Yeah, happiness and peace, that's the most vital aspects in a relationship.
Exactly, it's the building blocks of love.
That's the building blocks,
yes,
right?
And if you don't have them, you can't have love.
Right. So what made you choose the themes that you explore in this book?
It's themes I could relate to. Like Zola, I am a girl from the East Rand, from the township, that has recently come home because freelancing does not pay rent. It does not. That's the reality of it.
Yeah.
And I was fortunate enough to be able to go back home. Not everybody can do that. I was able to go back home and chase this dream of mine that I'm watching come true.
Yeah.
I can relate to Zola in that way, you know? And I can also relate to the general struggles of intergenerational relationships. Zola has clashes with her mom because now that she's gotten used to living on her own, it's difficult to come back and live under her mother's rules and know that at 7 we're locking the gates here. I don't care if you want to party with your friends. I don't care if you have a date. You're not sleeping over at your boyfriend's house. You know, those are realities because we're African, and no matter how old you get, in your mother's house, you'll always be a child.
Do you see yourself in Zola?
I see myself a little bit in every one of the characters. There's like snippets of me. I do have Zola's stubbornness. I do tend to hyper-focus like Zola. When I want something, I want it the way I have envisioned it. And it's difficult for me to see other ways that might actually be easier. I can relate to Oguhle in that she paints people out to be more than what they are.
Okay.
So if I love you, I see the good in you. I don't see that you are sometimes, you know, a little bit offish to me, and I can't call you on it because I love you and you're so sweet. I've got that from Oguhle. And as a mother, I'm now starting to see myself in Nomsebenzi, Zola's mother, because even though you want to be the gentle parent, sometimes you need to rein them in and, you know, be a little stricter than you had planned to be.
Wow. Beautiful book. This is absolutely beautiful. A masterpiece, as a matter of fact. So we can get a copy from Exclusive Books, you say?
You can get it from Exclusive Books, Bargain Books, Take a Lot, and I saw it on Uber Eats.
Wow.
So
it is a big deal.
It's a big deal. I'm so excited. Please go get it.
All right, Zibu, lovely chatting to you. Eh?
Thank you so much
joining
for
us.
having me.
Good stuff. Well, that was journalist, ghostwriter, and now published author Zibu Sithole talking to us about a new book titled The Thing with Zola that is currently available in all bookstores. Let's now take a quick break. We'll be back shortly.